What's good, Storm fans? I am Bryant Cook, but tonight we will not be playing a deck that's my own creation. Instead, we're playing TonyScapone's The Legend, who's been featured on this channel plenty of times by now, maybe even dozens. Their creation, the Epic Gamble. This list in front of you took 4th place in the Legacy Pit Open this past weekend, and I want to showcase it. Tony's been a great contributor to our community through this channel, but also the Storm Discord. Tony's just a great person. Why not showcase Tony's creation after a really strong finish? That's what I'm going to do today. Tony's been on the channel with me. This is my first time playing the Epic Gamble on my own, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but I believe it's the first time I will be playing it on my own. But I have plenty of Storm chops in my history. I think I'll be just fine. So what exactly is the Epic Gamble? It's a essentially mono red Storm variant. Yes, you have a couple of black cards in the sideboard. Yes, you have some blue cards like Echo of Eons and Bounce Spells, but for the most part, you're a red based deck. And it's originally an offshoot from Ruby Storm that's then morphed towards the Epic Storm into its own creation. And Tony's built a really powerful deck utilizing these soul lands like Ancient Tomb. Come on, zoom in for me. There we go. Ancient Tomb, City of Traders, into Defense Grid and Grim Monolith. So it does something very different from the Epic Storm. You have a lot of artifacts in the deck that support Mox Opal, and for a Chrome Mox, you're really trying to be blistering fast, but it's not a glass cannon. I would like to say that. The Epic Gamble is not a glass cannon. You do have 4 main deck defense grids, and then on top of that, you have Overmaster and Galvanic Relay. Pretty powerful. So you have some game against blue, and against non-blue, you're just a really fast deck that has 4 copies of Lion's Eye Diamond, 4 copies of Echo of Eons, and eventually you're trying to cast this copy of Tendrils of Agony in the sideboard. Or you even have Grape Shot as well. So there's a lot of different things you can do to create Lethal Storm. You have some game against pretty much everything, which is why Tony brought this deck all the way to a top 4 finish at the Legacy Pit Open 2. I don't really know if I have a whole lot to discuss. If you're interested, there's plenty of videos on this deck list here on this channel. In fact, the last deck list that we recorded was only a single card different from the one we're playing today. There's 2 copies of Shattering Spree and only 1 copy of Reforged the Soul. And Reforged the Soul just gives you a red outlet in your sideboard to draw 7 cards that isn't Echo of Aeon, so it allows you to be a little bit better against graveyard hate. But other than that, that's what we're doing. If you have any thoughts, questions, suggestions, whatever, put those down below in the comments section. I'll do my best to answer everything, but I'm willing to bet that Tony will also be in there answering things for the fans. So definitely leave a comment, question, whatever. But for now, I'm going to hop on in, play some lovely Magic the Gathering with the Epic Gamble. I hope to see you in the first round. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. You can also show your support by becoming a member of this channel. You get sweet perks such as badges, emotes, exclusive members-only content, and access to our members Discord section. As you increase the tiers, there are other rewards such as shop discounts, sideboard guides, early access to videos, and even free donation decks. Click the join button down below to find out more. We also have other ways you can support us, such as theepicstorm.com/shop or submitting a donation deck via theepicstorm.com/donation decks. That's enough for now. Let's play some Magic. In the beginning of this video, I said that we were playing the Legend TonyScapone's deck. Well, we're facing another Legacy Legend here, Daniel Nunes, the Sliver Master. And Daniel's decks usually have quite a bit of interaction in them between Force of Will effects, Force of Negation, Chalice of the Void, Leyline of the Void. Basically, Daniel plays Sliver Prison. I feel like that's the best way to describe it. But it's Prison that also happens to have 8 forces, so I'm a little bit nervous going into this game. We have Shatter Skull, but then not a whole lot else going on here. I think you're supposed to mulligan this. It's just really clunky, and this hand's fantastic. So we have to bottom a card. I'm 1 mana away from having Burning Wish protected. Daniel's kept 7. We'll put that back, I guess. Alright, so let's play Chrome Mox. Okay, let's imprint. I'm actually going to imprint the Simian Spirit Guide. Rite of Flame. Defense Grid. And the reason that I cast the Rite of Flame here instead of imprinting is I want this Rite of Flame in the graveyard to count towards additional future Rite of Flames drawn. Daniel thinking on this defense grid. Excuse me, sorry about that. Hitting puberty or something like that. And we're going to pass the turn. Mutavault. Come on, red source, please. I'll take that too. Even better than a red source. Thank you, deck. Blue. Let's spin the wheel. No red source. I guess we have the one in play untapped. I should look at my cards before I talk. Alright, so we'll play a couple copies of Rite of Flame here. Play this Grim Monolith. Tap it for mana. Definitely playing the diamond. The question is, should I overmaster? I think so, because if I hit something else that creates mana like that, I can do both. Now I can Galvanic Relay for 9. Okay, I guess I'm getting some play points in my collection. I filed a reimbursement 2 weeks ago, and they just gave it back to me. If you watch my, I guess it's a week ago at this point. Let's not over-exaggerate. A week ago, I played Shadow Breach here on the channel, and in it I cast Twiddle, untapping my Lotus Field, and instead it tapped it. And it wasn't me misclicking, it was an actual Moto bug. So they're reimbursing me there. Okay, so it looks like our payoff here is the wish that I chose the bottom at the beginning of this game. Take some damage off the Ancient Tomb. Play Grim Monolith. Let's tap that for mana. So recently I've been playing a lot of CEDH. And a card that sees a lot of CEDH play is Dramatic Reversal. Imagine that card in this deck with all your Grim Monoliths and your Mox Opals and your Chrome Moxes. It would be pretty sweet. Okay, so I'm going to... I probably should have played Birgi earlier to make more mana. So that's probably a misplay on my part, because I think she actually would have been free. What am I doing? I can just cast Peer into the Abyss. Sorry, too busy narrating and not actually like looking at the board state. Let's play this Peer, target me. Why think about it when I can just turn my brain off and cast Peer into the Abyss, right? Fine, I guess we'll play a Birgi. Play a Lotus Petal. Make some red mana. Diamond. Opal. Play the Burning Wish, and then we can grab Tendrils. Yes. Grab the Tendrils of Agony. Cast it, targeting Daniel. Add a black. Add a black. And the concession. Okay, so we're going to game number 2 against Slivers. I think we're probably going to want to board in a couple copies of Echoing Truth. We know that Daniel's deck has Leyline of the Void, but Aethersworn Canonist, Chalice of the Void, a bunch of hateful things. So the question is, what do you board out? Really? I don't know. I also don't know if you're supposed to leave the Void Snare in the board or not. Or the Burning Wish. I think it's reasonable when you don't want to board out all of your defense grids to leave in one as a wish target. And speaking of wish, that is a card we could board out here. Other options include Shattered Skull Smashing, but that's actually a part of your mana base, so I don't love that. It's a tough call. I do think you can probably skim on Wish, and then you have to find one other slot. My gut's telling me Simian Spirit Guide. Well, TonyScapone isn't here to stop me, so sorry, Tony. I also don't have a sideboard guide, so I'm doing what I want. I'm hitting submit. Okay, this hand's very, very reasonable. We'll keep. They have also elected to keep 7. No Leyline of the Void. Baracus. Bladed Sliver. Sure thing. Chalice on 0. That's a little bit annoying. Play Defense Grid. We're looking... Well, the Birgi actually makes a ton of red mana into this relay. The problem is that they have Caracas the Bouncer. Okay, that's bad news. I have to just pass here. Sinew Sliver. So now they're getting in for 4. I'm not loving my odds here. 3 things that I care about being in play. Taking 6 next turn. Plus the Mutavault. I'm going to pack it in. I think that they got us. Not a whole lot I can do. Fortunately for us, we're on the play for game number 3. On the play, do I want the Simian Spirit Guide? I think yes, and I'm going to cut a Shatter Skull. Let's go. Game 3 on the play in match 1. So we have a first turn Birgi. I think I like that. Keep. They've mulliganed to 6 and they've kept 6. So we're going to lead on Ancient Tomb from Mox. Imprint the Shatter Skull Smashing. And play Birgi, God of Storytelling. They have 6 in hand. Force of Will, pitching Crystalline Sliver. Sure thing. We're going to pass the turn. Tavern of Souls. Choose a Sliver. Chalice for 0. I knew that was a possibility, and I held the Lion's Eye Diamond anyway. Play Birgi. This time she resolves, and we're just going to pass the turn. I do have a Burning Wish for Shattering Spree to answer the Chalice. Sure thing. Draw. Okay. Ouch. Let's play the Burning Wish. Make a red mana. Yes. Grab the Shattering Spree. Blow up the Chalice. Cannot replicate. I mean, I could if I wanted to throw away a Lion's Eye Diamond, but I don't think that's worth it. Diamond. Diamond. From 4. Hold control. We're going to cast Burning Wish. The Birgi's trigger happens. I can sacrifice this diamond for black. So, I mean, Pier would easily win. I can also just see if the Burning Wish resolves, but then their deck has 8 forces in it. Do I really want to do that? I think I'm just going to go for broke. Agrixis. Burning Wish on the stacks from 5. Resolves. Grab Pier into the Abyss. Target me with a Birgi already on the battlefield. And Pier resolves, so this should be cake from here. Let's remove the Spirit Guides, make some more mana. Play a Defense Grid. Write a Flame from 9. Daniel says GG's. GG's to the Sliver Master. And we are 1-0 with the Epic Gamble. All right. Sorry, getting a little old out of there tonight. But hey, we're undefeated as of right now. 4 more matches left to play. Moxfield.com is the easiest way to build a Magic deck online. They support over 30 formats, including Legacy and many other Eternal formats. There are so many options to view decks the way that you want, from text view to individual cards, mana value, and even card price. There's also light mode and dark mode. My personal favorite feature is card tags. This way you can sort cards by function. Moxfield supports collection tracking, Scryfall search, decklist feedback, and so much more. Follow me on Moxfield.com so you can stay updated on all of my decks. Round number 2 with the Epic Gamble. Here we've opened up another clunky hand. We're going to ship this. And this is what the doctor ordered. Keep, 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 keep. What do we bottom? I think it's likely the Grim Monolith. We're looking to play a first turn defense grid into Echo of Eons. So you don't really want to get rid of the grid because you never know what your opponent's playing. Painter's Servant. Okay. Well, jigs up. That's what they're playing. Ancient Tomb. Grid. That resolves. Let's party. Imprint this Overmaster. I mean, these draws have seemed pretty good to me so far. Just turn 1 protection into the combo. Add 3 blue. Blue Lion's Eye Diamond. What a world. Draw. from 5 already. So if I gamble for Lion's Eye Diamond, tapping this, and then I have these Freeze initial mana source. So if I like discard exactly the defense grid, I don't know. Firm's 5. My fear is passing the turn and them just having Grindstone. Alright, so I'm going to play out some stuff here. So this is 3. I guess I can gamble here and then just like go get Lion's Eye Diamond. And if I hit what I want, which is the defense grid, I just have a clean win. And if I don't, I can relay for a bunch. So let's do that. Where are you, Lion's Eye Diamond? Here you are. Discarded the defense grid, so now our opponent's just dead. Wow, gamble worked for me. No one tell Tony. I'm being serious. You're not allowed to tell Tony. The running joke here is that gamble is red in tomb, and I can't risk Tony knowing that's not true. All right, and now we can sacrifice this for black. Turn 1 protected kill. Pretty strong. Target you. Wow, that felt powerful. Okay. Painter Servant combo. Am I crazy for just wanting to resubmit? Well, no one's here to stop me, so let's do it. Resubmitting the same 75. I can't imagine that they have Layla. If anything, I think that they probably have something like spell bombs or relics, something along those lines. So this is a turn 1 horn. The question is that good enough? We'll find out. I'm keeping. City of Traders. Lotus Petal. Red mana. Magus of the Moon. Okay, I guess so, but I'm a red deck too. You got me. You stopped my Ancient Tomb. Remove the Simian Spirit Guide. Play the back half of Birgi. Let's discard the Shatter Skull. Relay. Okay. So this is going to be a relay for 6. I'm down for that. Hiya. We'll be passing the turn after that. Mountain. We attack with the Magus. We'll follow the 18 life. Passing the turn with 4 cards in hand. Burning Wish. Let's play our Mountain. Opal. I kind of want to discard this Burning Wish. Like, imprinting it to the Chromax doesn't seem that great. Alright, discard. We had another Burning Wish and then more Overmasters. Okay. Let's cycle an Overmaster. Discard that to the Horn. So our next instant or sorcery is uncounterable, so I can just cast this Overmaster. If that's the case, I should probably play Grim Monolith into it. That way I have at least a colorless mana floating. Mindbreak on Grim Monolith. That's odd. I was not expecting that. So I can try to Overmaster and spike a Lion's Eye Diamond. I guess that's the play here. So cast Overmaster from 5. Grid. Discard the defense grid. Come on, Diamond. Opal. We're short. I mean, I can always try to Flashback Echo next turn. Can't play anything else here, unfortunately. Pass. Attacks with Magus of the Moon. We go to 16 life. Draw. Burning Wish. We've used 1 defense grid. Still 3 left in the deck. No Overmaster in the board. I'd actually really love an Overmaster right now. I think I'm actually just going to discard this Burning Wish. It's not doing any good in my... Burning Wish Diamond. Okay. Term is 1. I am short of being able to Burning Wish into something better, I think. I only have 4. Like, I could empty, but, like, do I really want to be doing that? Like, if I could Reforge, I'd be down. Relay for 3 doesn't seem worth it. Play the Burning Wish. Yes, grab an extra Echo, I think. Pass the turn. They draw land number 3. They have 4 cards in it. It's worth noting that with 3 untapped lands, they can pay for defense grid. Draw. Discard Chrome Mox. Relay. Discard Echo. Okay. Lotus Petal, Storm 1. Rite of Flame, Storm 2. Add a blue. Let's flashback a Galvanic, flashback an Echo of Eons. Red Elemental Blast. Try another. Storm 5. That one resolves. Still have a Relay hanging out in exile. Discard. Discard. I don't want to play a Birgi here. I mean, if Tony was here, he'd probably be yelling at me that I'm not supposed to do this, but Tony's not here, so I'm going to do it. Play Birgi. Discard Gamble. Discard the Monolith. Let's play the Lotus Petal. From 9. Use the red. We're going to cycle Overmaster for free with the Birgi mana, so this is just a free draw spell that makes something uncounterable. Play Rite of Flame. I just think I want more mana. I could discard it to Horn here, but it's fine. Cast the Wish. I did not board out a defense grid, unfortunately. I can just leave that there. I don't need to cast anything. I think we just build up to Grape Shot plus Tendrils and say, hey, you need doubles Mindbreak to stop me here. They're at 20, so we'll crack this for black. Burning Wish. From 15, yes. Grab the Tendrils. Target you. From 16. I'll let you. And the opponent concedes. No Mindbreak in hand, and the Epic Gamble is 2-0. Making Tony proud. Round 3 coming up. Looking to make playing your favorite combo deck much easier? Look no further than the Epic Storm Mini Token Combo Pack, which is available at theepicstorm.com/shop for $14.99. This combo token pack comes with 84 double-sided tokens. That includes our classic Storm and mana tokens, as well as fan favorites such as Goblins, Squirrels, and Slime Time Live. But that's not all. We've expanded this token pack to cover a variety of formats with new tokens. Stop on by theepicstorm.com/shop and make an easy decision to elevate your combo game. Match 3, our opponent has revealed a Yorion Sky Nomad. Are they on Death and Taxes? Or are they on the 4-color Minsc and Boo control deck? Who knows? That said, if they are on Death and Taxes, our hand is terrible. If they're on the control deck, we have 2 protection spells, but no payoff. I think we can do better with a random 6. Looks like we're going to 5 here, unfortunately. This hand just doesn't play meaningful Magic in the way that we're looking to do so. They've kept 6, we're going to 5. No Lion's Eye Diamond. We could bottom these 2, and then we have turn 2 Birgi, discard Echo. I'm gonna go to 4. At some point, am I supposed to just keep a hand? Like, this doesn't seem like it does anything to me. I'm gonna go to 3. Alright, so we have an Echo, I guess. Relay is going to go on the bottom because it doesn't do anything. Okay, opponent. What are you on? Bayou. So they're not on Death and Taxes. Green Sun Zenith. You've got it. 4 cards in hand. Draw. Galvanic Relay. I didn't need you. Pass the turn. Wasteland. Not very nice. They attack with the Arbor. Draw. Play another. Misty Rainforest. They fetch. 3 mana here for an Uro. Titan of Nature's Wrath. They did not bounce their Uro with Caracas. I think we're supposed to Galvanic Relay here. Just hope for like mana, defense grid, Lion's Eye Diamond. 3 cards coming off the top rope. Okay, we just need a Lion's Eye Diamond now. They play Ponder. They do not shuffle off the Ponder. Play from the loam back the Wasteland, so they're going to destroy my Shatter Skull here. Please, deck, give me a Lion's Eye Diamond. That's not good. Have to pass the turn. What are you doing? Is this an... No, it can't be an Uro. Minsk and Boo. Sure thing. 3 cards in hand. The hamster gets in. Draw. I'm going to go to game 2. Not knowing what our opponent was on with the Yorion was not great for us. Like, I probably could have kept the 7 had I known, but I didn't. And if you just keep that 7 against Death and Taxes, you get blown out of the water. A lot of these builds, they actually don't play anything in the board, especially if they're on the Anurag Docilis. So I'm going to just resubmit. Game 2, we're on the play. Opponent boarded up to 81. Spicy. So we can play the Shatter Skull into Birgi, pass, and then have Grim Monolith Burning Wish. Or I can just try to play Horn on turn 2. I feel like we can do better. This hand's very good. Keep. Get rid of the Grim Monolith. Ancient Tomb. Pitch the Spirit Guide. Right of Flame. So, I'm purposely not protecting with the Overmaster here. I know it seems wild. The thing is, if I Overmaster into Burning Wish, they can just force of will the Echo, and I don't want that to happen. Play the Diamond. Now we play Overmaster, and they're stuck between a rock and a hard place. They force the Overmaster. Flashback Echo. Turn 6. Pitch Spirit Guide, Defense Grid. Pass the turn. Misty Pass. Can I hardcast Echo here? I can. Would you look at that? Ouch. 16 life. Tap for a blue. Arcast Echo. Pass the turn. No point in playing out the diamonds when I have Birgi, but also Galvanic Relay. Wasteland, that's fine. You could have spun Echo again. I just don't know if I see the point. Grim Monolith. Tap these for red. Birgi. Alright, let's make a bunch of mana. Red of Flame. City dies. Let's make blue. I'm going to leave one diamond in play. Flashback. On a mana floating. Cast Overmaster. Draw a card. Perfect. Now we can gamble. And we just grab Burning Wish and then this game should be over. Wow. These gambles have been very good to me tonight. Is this what it feels like to be Tony? Where everything just goes right for you? Tony, is this what it, like, come on, why didn't you tell me the secret when you were on the channel? That you just cast spells and everything just goes correctly. I feel like you were holding out on me a little bit. Okay. Keep that Mox Opal, I guess. Hold control. I don't even need to hold control. I can just let it resolve. Grab the tendrils. Our opponents conceded the game. We're going to game number 3. Resubmit. Urine has been revealed again. I don't know how I feel about this. I think I'm going to keep... this seems like really slow, but maybe that's fine. I'd just prefer if I was going to keep a slow hand if it played into Galvanic Relay. And right now, this hand just like doesn't quite do anything well. I draw a Relay, but it's still not a Relay hand. Okay. So we're going to play Grim Monolith. The plan here is to play the Birgi on turn, or the Horn on turn 2, I should say. And then use the Horn to discard Echo of Eons. They grab a Tundra. Basic Forest. And I did not board in any bounce spells, so this is going to hurt. Pass the turn. I do have Burning Wish in hand, but it requires that I, 1, draw one of my other few lands in the deck, and 2, everything goes according to plan. Against the deck that showed us Force and Negation. That's a Bird of Paradise. Take it in, we go to 18. Draw for turn. I think I'm going to pass on that. Pass the turn. Savannah. 4 mana here for Force of Vigor. I'm just getting smoked. Yeah. Draw. Okay. Actually, I'm going to play the front half of Birgi here, I think. Because it sets me up better next turn for Grape Shot. You getting blasted? Sure. You got it. That felt like maybe not the best decision, but let's see if we can capitalize. They have 3 in hand. We put Yori into hand, 3 in hand still. And we'll take 2 going down to 11. Draw. Priced here to just cast the Burning Wish. Getting the Grape Shot to kill the Collector Oof. Pass the turn. Ouch, so I'm going to 9. They do not play the Yorion. Rite of Flame. Grim Monolith. Let's grape shot the U for 3. Same targets on all. That's the turn. You might be wondering why not kill the Bird of Paradise, or why not play the Chrome Mox to kill Bird of Paradise. By putting 3 on the Collector Roof, something like Force of Will or Force of Negation won't stop it. And if I want to kill the Birds of Paradise and make sure that the Collector Roof dies, I lose out on cards that I could theoretically discard to the Hornfell. 2 mana here. Prismatic Ending. Yeah. 5 mana. Yorian Sky Nomad. Sure thing. The Bird Serpent. Draw. That was an amazing rip. Play the Horn. Discard a Chrome Mox. Discard Echo. Really? No mana whatsoever in there? I'm gonna push Ancient Tomb. Grim Monolith. Opal. Blue. Add 3. Flashback Echo. And it resolves. Okay, feeling pretty good now. Let's discard a defense grid. We already have 1 in exile. I got really lucky with that Rite of Flame draw. I'm going to discard this Relay. We need more mana. A pair of Rite of Flames there. I'd like to see that. Let's play the Grim Monolith. I actually probably should have played the one from exile, not the one from hand, but it's fine. Monolith. This game should just be over now. I think we're about to be 3-0. Play Diamond. Add black mana. Now we can add red mana with the Lotus Petal. Let's make these a little bit bigger so that way you can actually see. Cast Rite of Flame. Rite of Flame. Burning Wish. Grab the Tendrils. Target you. Alright, we did it. Heck yeah, and they concede the game. 3-0. 2 matches left. Come on, I'm feeling pretty good about this. Let's get that trophy. If you're still watching, make sure to give this video a like, comment, and subscribe. While you're near the description, here's a reminder to use our affiliate links if you're going to make a purchase from Amazon, Card Hoarder, or TCG Player. Just above those affiliate links, you'll find our social channels. Make sure to join those to connect with us. Match number 4, we are on the play with the Epic Gamble. Sure, why not? Let's try it. It's a little bit of a slower hand, but I think that it's a hand that has play to it, and that's why I'm interested in this. The old Shatterskull Smashing tapped past the Prismatic Vista. Draw. Rite of Flame. See if they counter this. They do not, and we'll just play a Birgi, God of Storytelling, not the Hornfell flip side. I'm really bad about always calling both halves Birgi. I'll try to be better. And here they're forcing it. Wow. Pitching Force and Negation. So we got double force for the Bergmeister. Okay, and they're down to 5. Basic Island. Sure. They pass. They did not shuffle on the pond. That's a good one. Rite of Flame. Rite of Flame? Let's try playing the back half of Hornfell. 2 floating. And it resolves. Here's a good window for us. Discard this Echo. Come on, Lion's Eye Diamond. Let's see it. Play Overmaster. So this would make the Echo uncounterable. Ancient Tomb. Is the mana better here? I think it might be. Let's flashback Echo Floating Red. With Burning Wish already in exile. Discard a land to the Horn. Okay. What to do? Discard Gamble. I think I actually want to imprint this Galvanic Relay. Cast a Red Flame. I guess I had a red mana floating. I didn't necessarily need to do that play. Forgot about the Simian Spirit Guide mana. Play Grim Monolith. Force pitching Narset. Okay. I'm down for that. Discard Burning Wish. Lion's Eye Diamond. Mox Opal. Ooh. I have a red floating. If I sacrifice this for black, how does this work? If I play Grim Monolith, yeah, this works. They would need another force here to stop me. That resolves and we'll grab the tendrils. Just like that. Triple force, no big deal. Not for the epic gamble. We're already up a game. Tony, I think you're onto something here. This feels pretty good. Sideboarding's for chumps. Let's just resubmit. Deck's already perfect. I mean, I think that Tony might board an empty in these matchups. In fact, I know that Tony does, so maybe I misboarded. So let's try to quickly fix this. What to board out? I think you're supposed to board out the Spirit Guides when you're bringing that in. Board out the empty. And... oh, you leave one. Submit. Submit. Submit! I actually sat next to Tony for a round at the Legacy Pit Open, and I saw Tony play the 4-color Minskin Boo versus the Epic Gamble matchup, and Tony definitely brought in empty. So maybe in my previous round I made it harder on myself than I needed. But hey, I fixed it this time. I'm so used to, in my head, seeing Empty the Warrens in the sideboard and it not being a card I board in anymore. If you went back in time to 2017, 2018, I was the 4 Empty the Warrens gamer. I played 4 Gitaxian Probe, 4 Cabal Therapy, 4 Empty. People call it the Triforce, and you just shred your opponent's hands to death. So I have a lot of experience boarding in Empty, but it's been quite some time, so I just didn't think of it when it came to this specific matchup with this. I am in. Turn 1, Empty the Warrens. Let's go! Keep. I'd like this to be an easy win. Prismatic Vista. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We had the perfect hand that was just foiled. Tony's deck actually doesn't have an answer to this, so I'm just going to pick it up. That was not ideal. Okay. Well, at least I didn't board in an answer, right? Like, it exists, I just didn't board for it, because a lot of these 4-color Minskin Boo decks don't have those cards in them. So I wasn't prepared for it. So how do I board in empties and Echoing Truths, huh? I wonder if you're allowed to shave like one of each Mox effect, or you just board out the Shatter Skulls. I'm going to try that. I don't want to board out artifacts when I'm boarding in Galvanic Relays and empty. Game 3 on the play. Let's get it. 1 mana short of turn 1 Relay with Defense Grid. I'm still going to keep it. I mean, this hand's great. I just need for our opponent not to have Deafening Silence. We take a mulligan to 6. Going to 5 cards. Alright, turn 1, Ancient Tomb. Into Defense Grid. A Forcible pitching Blue Elemental Blast. We did need that for Metalcraft. Activate Flooded Strand. I have to imagine that they're getting Tundra here. Basic Plane, so they have the Deafening Silence then. What a hand. Turn 1 Force and a Deafening Silence? Jeez. Draw. I think we just beat down with Birgi. Show them who the real boss is. Pass. You have 2. You chose to get Basic Planes instead of Tundra. And they're passing. Get in there. Unfortunately, I have to pass the turn. I can't do anything else. They draw land 2. Now they grab the Tundra. White for Rest in Peace. Sure. You are enchantment control. The Burgmeister needs to connect 5 more times. Oh yeah. Pass the turn. She's going the distance. Backup Berg? Okay. They're at 8 life. 4 cards in hand. Land number 3. And they're passing back. Get in. They're at 5. Discard. Relay, I guess. Relay. They're passing back. Oh my, I'm getting excited about this. Back, put you to 2. Should I play the Grim Monolith? I'm a little bit nervous about playing it. Because what if I give them... I think I'm being unrealistic. I should just play it. They counter the Grim Monolith. Is Birgi going to deal lethal damage all on her own? This is the draw step that decides if we're 4-0 or not. Flooded Strand. They go to 1. Volcanic Island. They have 3 cards. 3 mana. Ending for 3! No! I need another red source. Come on, deck. That's not another red source. Oh, jeez. We're at 1 life. Maybe playing this city was dumb. Energy Flux? Sure. Draw. Okay. For the relay. They cast a Ponder. They do not shuffle, so they liked whatever they found. Draw for turn. Screw it. I'm going to play out the diamond. I can afford to pay the tax right now. And if I can turn this opal on to maybe cast a Birgi, it will be worth it. 3 mana. So now they have the answer to Teferi. Well, the answer to Birgi with Teferi. Yep. Draw. Play a grid. That happened. Discard an Echo. A plus Teferi. They have 5 in hand. We'll pay for the defense grid. Play the diamond. Pass the turn. The fairy's back at 3. Narset. Spell Pierce. I have to pay for these, so let's do that. I'm going to go to 12. Yes, take a draw. Ox Opal. I cannot win the game here, it's worth noting. I can play Burning Wish, but I can't cast Grape Shot due to this Deafening Silence. And our opponent actually has the answer to Birgi, They have a Teferi just sitting in play. So she's not actually representing lethal. And if they bounce her, I can't replay everything because of this energy flux. So I'm actually in a tough spot. They use the Narset. They pick up a Brainstorm. They bounce the Grid. That's interesting. They have swords, okay. We know that they have a Spell Pierce in hand. I think I'm supposed to just let these die. That's the turn. I have one actual red land in my deck, and it's a volcanic. Brainstorm. Scalding Tarn. Fetch, fetch, fetch. Monastery Mentor. I have a feeling this game is going to be ending very quickly now. Draw. Yeah, we just don't have anything going on here. Boarding out the Shatter Skulls has been kind of brutal, but I haven't drawn Simian Spear Guide either, which would have been the other card. So it's... Oh no, I boarded those out too. Maybe I just misboarded. Not having Tony Cyborg Guide bit me in the butt. Tony Silence. This person's definitely the most fun person at the party. Where's their Opalescence? Chooses not to attack, just rubbing it in a little bit. I'm going to call it. They've got me locked up at this point. This was a rough one. So close and yet so far away. Ay, ay, ay. Let's see if we can win. Can't even talk. Win match number 5. I would like that. With Card Hoarder, renting your favorite combo deck has never been easier. There isn't a more affordable solution for Magic Online. Want to play the deck in this video? Check out the pinned comment below to easily rent the deck from Card Hoarder. Did you know you can rent the Epic Storm from Card Hoarder for as little as 7 tickets a week? We've made it simple to do so by including a button to rent the entire deck at theepicstorm.com/decklist. The 5th and final match with the Epic Gamble. I am on the play, and this hand is terrible. Mulligan. Well, this hand is not terrible. This is just what the kids would call a snap keep. So we'll do that. Keep. We can bottom this Birgi, I guess. What? Immediately punished for bottoming Birgi. Wow. I'm just going to cry myself to sleep tonight. I can't believe that just happened to me. And I have the Echo hand when my opponent has main deck Leyline. Oh, no. In my head, I was like, it just doesn't matter. I'm going to spin Echo. Not even thinking about the fact that my opponent could have main deck Leyline. All right, I'm on the draw another blue source plan. Okay, here comes Karn the Great Creator, and soon to be me crying myself to sleep. There it is, my least favorite Magic card of all time. Let's pick it up. That was fun. I didn't mean it. That was not. I would swear, but I don't want YouTube to demonetize me. But yeah, F Karn. All right, let's get these defense grids out of here. Void Snare, Echoing Truth. And honestly, I think I'm kind of interested in boarding in an empty. Still, like, do we want Overmaster or should we just like overload on empty? Like, you could just board out all of these and just be like the Turbo Storm deck. What would TonyScapone do? It doesn't matter because I'm doing it. I'm the one clicking. And Tony's not even here to stop me. So, submit. Quad empty, main deck, let's go. On the play. We have Echoing Truth and Echo of Eons. So much echoing. But I don't think this hand actually does anything meaningful, so we're going to ship. This hand does do meaningful things. They're taking a mulligan to 6. I'm going to keep it. Bottom the Birgi again. We have the gamble. No ley line this time. Lotus Petal. Lotus Petal. Mox Opal. Lions of Diamond. Let's try gambling. We have a 50-50 to hit what I want here. Diamond. Alright, play the diamond. Blue. Red. Flashback Echo. From 7. We do not have lethal quite yet. I can play the back half of Birgi. I think it's probably the play here. Player. Discard Relay. And that should do it. Discard Relay. Discard Void Snare. Play a Mox Opal. Keep the new one. Let's play Diamond. Rite of Flame. Lion's Eye Diamond. I guess we can discard the empty. Lotus Petal. Play Grim Monolith. Sacrifice Lion's Eye Diamond for black. Tap this Grim Monolith. Make a red mana. Burning Wish. And we will grab the Chicken Tender. Tendrils of Agony. Target you. Just a casual turn 1 on the play. Take that card in the Great Creator, you piece of trash. We're off to team number 3. Just going to resubmit. We don't have a red source. This hand would be so good. Ah, geez. I have to mulligan. Looks like our opponent's going to 5. We have the empty here. Is this good enough, though? Like, Simian Spirit Guide, we don't have Metalcraft or Opal. I'm going to go to 5. It just doesn't play meaningful Magic, and this hand's better than any of the ones. Bottom 1 Birgi, 1 Chrome Mox. Both players on 5 cards. Alright, Chrome Mox, Birgi on the bottom. The opponent does not have a ley line. Swamp. Thoughtseize. 3 cards left in hand. They take the Wish. Draw. Another Birgi. Let's play her. The God of Storytelling. And I'm just going to pass the turn. So you might be wondering, why not play out the Lotus Petal? What if they have discard? If they have discard, they're taking the thing that I want to ramp into. Or if I hold this Lotus Petal, this actually this makes 2 mana next turn. So I'm closer to being able to play the Horn. And I believe that actually does it. So now I can play Horn. Petal. Trigger Birgi. Petal. Trigger Birgi. Taps for 2. Ouch. Play Hornfell. Now I have to pass the turn with no hand. Uh-oh. There it is. Karn, the great piece of trash. They kill my Lion's Eye Diamond. Draw. Attack Karn. Pass. Karn uses its minus ability. I have to imagine that they have something like a ensnaring bridge that they could get here to kill or stop the Birgi from attacking the Karn. And they do grab ensnaring bridge. They play bridge, 3 cards in hand. They have to be able to play 1 more card here. So a land drop would do it. A land drop would bring them down to 2 cards in hand. They have a swamp. Unfortunate. So if I draw a 0 mana artifact here, I could make a red with the Birgi and then get Grape Shot. There we go! Okay, tap for 2. Play the Burning Wish. This is Storm number 2. Yes. Grab Storm, Grape Shot for Storm 3. Cast it, targeting the Karn. And now the copies will kill the Dothy Voidwalker. They still have an Ensnaring Bridge in play. They have 2 cards in hand. Come on, Echo of Aeons. Discard the Volcanic to the Hornfell. Gamble. So what I can do here is pretty sweet. I can play this Chromox to generate a red mana using the Birgi, God of Storytelling. I will not imprint, and then I will actually just cast this Gamble. And I can put Echo of Aeons directly to the graveyard. Make 3 blue with Lion's Eye Diamond. I'll go to 12. And we're going to flash back the Echo of Aeons. Birgi makes some mana. And we're off to the races. Another Echo. Bright Flame. Tony would be so disappointed right now. I'm actually, I forgot. In my head, I was like, oh, I'm just going to cast another Echo. I should be discarding these cards to the Hornfell. And that's the game right there. Tony's probably having a stroke watching this video. There's an empty. Discard. 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 What card? Discard. And I refound the Grape Shot. Play another Ancient Tomb. Cast a Rite of Flame. They're at 15. Trying to figure out like what the best way to kill them is. I guess it's probably just casting Tendrils, but it's like not very fun. Oh, they conceded. We got the 4-1. Take that, Karn. You are trash. Grape Shot doing some heavy lifting versus Karn the Great Creator. You love to see that. Yeah, Tony, your deck is super sweet. I really enjoyed playing this. It wasn't quite the same without you here with me, but it was a lot of fun despite me not knowing the actual sideboard plans. If you're interested in the Epic Gamble, make sure to check out Tony's YouTube channel. It is TonyScapone. You can also watch all of the other Epic Gamble videos here on this very YouTube channel. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day, and as always, keep storming. Hey, Bryant Cook here. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe, but also follow the social media channels down below. If you want to support this content directly, I would recommend going to theepicstorm.com/shop. And if you need a little bit of assistance with the Epic Storm to get to that next level, I would recommend going to theepicstorm.com/tutoring. Don't worry, there's more great content coming right up.